Lord have mercy.
Isn't that amazing?
I won't ever forget that all the way to Augusta. They said, Miss Clark, we're going to have to send you to Augusta.
Mhm,
Because I was, what, 30,
mhm,
30,
mhm.
34?
I was 34 going on 35.
No, you are you
That's
serious?
right. And someone had suggested to me earlier on in our marriage, after a few years or so, and we still hadn't conceived, somebody said, well, you might want to consider adoption. I was offended. I said,
Yeah.
what you trying to say wrong with me? I'm offended. Yeah, so after I hit 35 or going into 35, I said, well, maybe I better consider
Look,
adoption.
listen at us and Sarah. Just feel like God got another plan, but
Yeah.
Sarah said, well, I know God said this now, but maybe I need to get this handmaid over
Oh Lord, go help God
here.
out.
Help him out. But he God all by himself. Isn't he
Oh,
something?
he is. He is. Now, that was
Lord.
about the time that my mother had radical hysterectomy, and I went to the hospital and stayed with her, there until she went home, and then stayed with her at home. And my sister was out of school. She taught school, so she was getting out in June, and that would relieve me to go home and get myself ready to go off to graduate school. So before I left there, my mom, she said, I'm going to pray that the Lord will bless you and Michael real good. She says, Michael didn't have to let you come and stay with me all
Oh,
this time.
God have mercy.
And went right on home and got pregnant.
Good God. Ooh.
After 9 years.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, 9 years. That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy. They
Mhm.
picked me
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
They said, girl, there's nothing wrong with you.
Uh-huh.
That's just
Uh-huh.
your mind.
Oh
I
my.
said, I don't think so.
Mhm.
Not this time.
That's right. Amen.
Oh my goodness. But
Uh-huh.
up until I was about,
Mhm.
what, about 6.5 months, which I
Mhm.
didn't show,
Mhm. Mhm.
I wasn't showing. They said,
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong with you. It's
Mhm.
just nothing wrong. I said, okay then.
Uh-huh.
Said to myself, now I know
That's
what I
right. You
know.
know. You know. Amen.
Woo, Lord have mercy,
Amen.
Jesus. And I went
Yes.
on to Augusta, and
Mhm.
I tell you what, the
Mhm.
Lord,
Mhm.
I know it, they have a lot of
Mhm. Mhm.
interns.
Mhm. Mhm.
I know it must have been
Mhm.
15 doctors and interns
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
right before I went into labor,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
uh, what happened? I started hemorrhaging.
Mm. Mm.
Oh my God. And I
Mm.
really didn't even know what was going on.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
was my
Mhm.
first one. I
Right.
wasn't
Right.
aware.
Right.
Oh my God, they was calling doctors from
Mhm.
everywhere.
Mhm.
Come, come,
Mhm.
cold this, cold that. And
Mhm.
I'm laying up there like, what's going on? I
Mhm.
didn't feel anything.
Mhm.
But after it was over, and he told me, he
Mhm.
said, you started hemorrhaging
Mhm.
and said your fever shot straight up.
Mm.
For like a week and a half, I could not even see her
Mm.
after
Mm.
I had her. For
Mhm.
about a week and a half, they wouldn't bring her in there. And
Mhm.
she cried
Mhm.
every day.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'd hear her crying down there because I was here. The nursery was right over
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
Oh, she was screaming for bloody murder.
Mhm. Wanted mama.
Wanted, wanted.
Wanted mama.
Oh my goodness! And they brought her in there. They said, "Well, we gonna bring her to you,
Mhm. Mhm.
and we want you to breastfeed her."
Mhm. Mhm.
But I had been through so much. Oh, when they brought her in there
Mhm.
and put that baby in that bed, I called that nurse. I said, "Get this girl out of here and bring me a bottle, cause I can't deal."
I was hungry.
Poor
I
baby.
said,
You
"Hey,
disgust
did
me.
you know that's what the doctor said?"
You disgust me.
Every time they would bring her in there for me to feed her, they
Right.
would bring them little bottles.
Don't do that,
Right.
mama.
Everybody else was
Mama,
getting
Tell the
one.
story.
don't do that.
Tell the story.
They would bring me two and three.
Okay, all right, all right. That baby
Good.
needs some
Was
nourishment.
you that
Yeah.
hungry?
And when she would get another,
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
she'd fall out to sleep.
uh-huh.
And he said that's all it was. That she was
She
hungry.
was hungry.
He said we gave her every kind of test because
Mhm.
with your fever going up, we was thinking something else was going
Mhm.
on.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
said baby was just hungry.
Just hungry. Just hungry.
She'd
Mhm.
Y'all
eat them.
wasn't feeding me
She'd
right.
eat them. She'd drink them 2 bottles and maybe half of that third one,
Uh-huh.
and she passed
Bless her
out.
heart. She
And sometime I say to myself,
3 bottles of milk.
should I have should I have renamed should I
You ought to
have
be
named
ashamed
her
of
that?
yourself. I see why you so
It
big.
was the answer to my prayer then, but
3 bottles of
That's a good
milk.
answer. That's a good
but
The
uh
whole milk
I
nursery?
don't know if it's turned around right.
I was
Jesus.
surprised at the milk ministry.
Everybody else needs milk, and you done drunk 3 bottles of milk.
Oh, Lord, I cannot believe almost 9 years with you two.
9 years, that's right. We had been
Jesus.
to all kinds of fertility doctors and
Yes,
stuff.
I did.
And they were telling us to take the basal temperature in, in the morning and
Yes,
then
and make sure this
yeah,
time and
all that's
so and
what.
so time. You need to do this, and
Yeah,
I'm going,
yeah, yeah.
child.
And one doctor told me you just need to slow down. And I'm thinking, well, I'm in a full time career.
Say
I
what?
can't slow down.
Exactly.
Say what?
Exactly.
Slow down.
Oh my
Wait till
goodness.
I get home.
You need to slow
Lord
down.
have mercy.
Say what
But
you
God,
say?
in
Hey,
His, like you said, in
well,
His infinite
ministry
time,
never
Yes.
married.
He says the time and
Oh
the
yes,
season.
amen.
Say
And
what? You got
actually,
to take your time, Mike.
my
You got to
husband and
take your
I, we
time.
have gone to all the Lamaze classes, trying to train, for the preparation for the natural, as near possible natural childbirth. And I didn't, I never knew, I didn't know how the thing was supposed to go. I'd read,
Right, right.
but I went into labor
My mama was
uh,
kept.
the morning that I was supposed to have gone to have some
My mama
testing
was
done.
saved.
We were supposed to have
My
been at
mama was
Please
kept.
don't tell me that.
My mama was
yeah,
a virgin.
went into labor that morning.
She was
We went
kept.
to
She
we
didn't
were
know how it was
at
supposed to go.
Memorial Hospital, and as the lady was doing the testing, this was
Fix it,
going on.
Jesus.
I had started feeling the pains. Surprised I thought,
Oh,
you
God.
think you're gonna be able to? I said, yeah, I'm going.
She was kept.
I didn't know I wasn't supposed to go, but anyway, I went on, to the appointment, and I'm laying up there on the table, the lady, doing the testing, and I knew those Lamaze, breathing exercises,
Right,
so.
right,
So ever so often when the pain would hit, I'd be doing the
right,
breathing
right.
exercise. So after a while, she detected. She said, "You're in labor, aren't you?" And I said, "I guess so."
Oh my God!
So she said, "Well, we better hurry up and get you." I said, "Where are you delivering?" I said, "Candler." She said, "Oh yeah, we better hurry up and get you out of here so your husband can get you over there." So when we got to Candler, my husband had the hardest time finding a parking space. So I told him, I said, "Okay, let me out. You go and find a parking space and you come on, So anyway, I'm wobbling, going on through the doors by myself, and
I was
every
a
so
heavy
often
load.
the pain would
Yes, you
hit me,
were
and
a
I'd
heavy
do the
load.
I'm still a lot
exercise,
to deal
I'd
with
have
to
to
this day.
stop and do the
Yeah.
I'm a
breathing.
heavy load.
Yes,
But
you
I
are.
When
didn't
God does something,
know
He makes it
that,
heavy.
how close I
That's
was.
why I didn't
Exactly.
admit it.
Ah,
I didn't
That's why I
either.
didn't
I
admit it.
did
well, that
not
would explain.
either.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
That was a new
I've said too
experience.
much.
It was.
Even though I had a miscarriage, I didn't have a miscarriage, but that's so much different than regular labor. And when I
You
went to
couldn't do
Augusta
miscarriage.
for my regular appointment, and the doctor said, "Miss Clark, you got to go back home." I took my suitcase. I said, "I ain't coming back home today without this baby. When I come back from Augusta, I'm gonna have this baby."
You got to get out of here.
But he said, "No, you're not far enough." He said, "Let me see what I can do." So he examined me, and he said, "No, you hadn't dilated enough." He said, "But let me just do one thing." And he said, "I want you to go downtown and just try to walk. Just try to walk." Because I was about this. Ugh. And listen, mother, in the hat store with mother, I'm sitting there,
Say what?
and she looking at hats, because my mother loved hats.
Okay.
The hat that we buried her in was $450.
Wow. Wow.
But she had bought the hat like 4 5 years, and it was one of her prettiest hats. And everywhere she go to the hat store. So she says, "Sammy, take me downtown. Let's go to the hat store." And I'm sitting there miserable.
Oh my.
I
Well,
am
I
really
looked
mad that
down
they're matching.
and I said, "Mother,"
They are.
I said, "what is that running down my legs?" My water had done broke. She looked down. She said, "Oh Lord,
You
help
was
me."
running down her leg?
It was time
I'm still just like,
So you leaked the house?
in the store.
Ew.
ooh, we took off to that hospital, and they was drill. All the elevators were shut down, and you had to walk up and down the stairs.
Oh, wow.
They was having an emergency drill. So
You never
when
heard this
I
part?
went in there and
It's
they
always
left, I
something
said,
new we
"Oh
find out.
no, it's the real thing this time. Y'all got to
Still
do
pop
something."
so.
But I had to walk up
It
them
is.
stairs to the second floor.
Oh,
Oh Lord,
I had to walk up some stairs to the second floor. Actually, I went up on the elevator
Why they so similar?
and went up to the second
I
floor.
don't
As I
know.
was walking down
It's
toward the
starting to get
doctor's
scary.
office,
It
because
really
the
kind of.
lady told me to go
I'm
see my
starting to feel like
doctor
you my
at the
long lost
hospital.
sister.
So I'm going to go, see the doctor. And
Yeah,
I
let me hear
get
that.
just about there, and one of the worst pains ever hit me. And thank God there was a rail along the wall there. I caught on that rail and I held on until the
Catch hold
pain
to it.
eventually, if that rail hadn't been there, I
Mm.
would have been on the floor.
Ooh.
Yeah. So when it passed over, then I hurried on and went on to the doctor's
Sometimes you gotta
office and
catch hold
told
of faith.
the receptionist what was going on.
You can't
So
wait.
she went back and told
You
the
can't
doctor.
linger.
Immediately they got
Just
me
gotta
there.
catch hold to
So
it.
the doctor says to me, she says, "Well, you need to get over to labor and delivery right away. Where's your husband?" So he's coming, he's So anyway, she said, "Well, you better go on over there right away." So here I am, I'm walking down the hall, down the first floor now, okay.
Still walking.
Still walking down the hall, and I meet, I don't know whether he was a doctor or orderly or what, but he had on the scrubs.
They can.
Right.
And he said, "Ma'am, are you all
You
right?"
know,
And I said,
2 hours.
I think so. He said,
I'm
"Where
gonna
you
put this
going?"
on
I said, "I'm going
Facebook,
to labor and
and
delivery."
I'm
He
gonna
said,
title
"You
this,
sure you
"This is
all
what happened when
right?"
Evangelists get together."
So, he said, "Well, let me just walk you on back round there and get you in the door, and then I'll feel better."
I gotta take my
Oh,
sister
my
where
goodness.
my mama
So he
is
took me all
snatched.
the way back, to the labor and delivery.
Her
The
hair is
lady
beat
comes
to the
in. When I
gods.
get in the door, she comes to me, the nurse.
Thank you.
She comes to me
You
with a
did that.
clipboard and
You
a
did
pen
that.
and some papers, and she said,
I see.
"Ma'am,
You
you can have
did
it."
that.
I said, "Lady, whoa, I
Yeah, you
lost
see
it."
that vein?
Come on, mama.
You see that vein? You see that vein?
I went
That's
off
how
on
she
the poor
preached.
lady.
She get excited like that when she preached.
Oh Lord!
But they do that.
Yeah,
Can you feel these eyes? Can you feel these eyes?
Yeah, but by that time I had my fill of them pains.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
So she immediately got that clipboard out my face and got me in bed, and Lord have mercy, Jesus.
And the rest was history.
Well, before that, the baby went into fetal distress. Yeah.
The devil tried to kill me, y'all.
The devil tried to kill him before he
I
got
had a
me.
praying grandmother.
Yeah, tried to kill me before. So I'm they're getting me hooked up to the whatever they hooked you up to, and all of a sudden she flips me over, puts an oxygen mask on, she says, "Breathe. This is for your baby." It happened so quickly, I didn't have a chance to get scared. It just happened so quickly. So then the next thing, my doctor, she comes
I
in
feel
and
a
she
dance
says,
coming.
"Well, the baby's gone into fetal distress and we're going to have to get
I'm
emergency
serious though.
C-section." So
The
they,
devil tried to kill me.
prepped for that, and we took me down to the C-section, and so little Ivan, he came into the world, but he had some congestions going on with him, and he was in the
You eat up
neonatal
3 bottles.
care unit for maybe about a week or more, and I didn't even see him. My husband was the first one, that held him, and actually went down to the nursery to take care of him. And then eventually my mother came, and she would go down, and between
About a week.
more than a week, I believe it was. They kept him in there for a while, kept him because they were
I had the slow cook.
concerned about his breathing.
Right.
Meconium.
You better shut your mouth.
Right.
You know something wrong with some cook.
Created some respiratory problems. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
We
so
recorded.
they kept him in there.
Watch your mouth, help.
Exactly.
During that time.
Well, that's what they thought that by my fever going up, that she had maybe what they call it, yellow jaundice or something like that. He said we need to test her because once you have a fever like that, it can affect the baby.
But the devil tried to prevent these babies from coming here.
Isn't that something?
He really tried.
But they
to
hid.
prevent them, but thank God they're here.
Ooh,
Thank
gifted
God.
baby.
Amen. Thank God they're here.
Yes,
God
We
But
did.
now look, we going to get some Vitu.
Okay. All right, fine with me.
And then
This adjourns this week on
Yes, yes.
when district evangelists meet.
Yes, it does.
Tune in next week
Yes.
for the next episode. God bless your heart. Stay safe, saints.
Yes, ma'am. That's all right.